Hello, everyone. All right, we are just getting started here. Very excited today. It's going to be an awesome day. I've been looking forward to this. Let's see who we got coming on here. Hello, Robert. Good to see you. Welcome. As you jump on, y'all, let us know where you're from. All right. Ooh, where are we going here? All right, there we go. That's better. Dallas, Texas. All right. I just came through Dallas, Texas on my way down from Salt Lake City. I had a hell of a road trip this week. It was amazing. All right. This is going to be awesome. We're going to get started here in about 5 minutes, y'all. I'm going to be giving away one of Rod's books today. Very excited about that as well. And also going to get some feedback. We're going to have some engaging conversation here today. We're going to have some awesome feedback from John Oliver, one of our master trainers here, and some great live pitch practice today. So it's going to be awesome. Get started in about 4 minutes, y'all. Get everything ready here. Staying hydrated as we do. All right. Let's see here. Invite my buddy John. Where are you? There we go. There we go. John has been invited. All right. All right, y'all. We're going to get rolling here very shortly, about another 4 minutes. Very excited today. We're going to be giving away one of Rod Hairston's books. All right, John, let's see here. John, promote to panelists, my man. There you are. Yep, we're going to be giving away one of Rod Hairston's books today, y'all. And going to be doing some live pitching, John. Live pitching.
Oh, can you hear me, Chris?
Loud and clear, my man. How you doing, brother?
All right, I just got to get a little extra charge here. It's been a busy day, and the computer is dying.
Nice. We'll get plugged in, buddy. We got 3 more minutes, and we're gonna get started here. Very excited, as I mentioned. Big John will be giving away one of Rod's books today. Are you up for the challenge? Also talking about a little bit of a challenge that I had of my own here last week. Checking off some of these off of my list. I got a big stack of books. Always makes me feel smart over here, John. There's like 3 of them, though. They're just yelling at me all the time because I have not read them yet. But every time I get on another Audible, I get hooked into it. Just sucks me in, and now I'm on another book. So what are you gonna do? All right, good to see some people jumping on. Jason Kaplan, my man, last month's winner. And Jason, I'm excited to show you, man. I can't even wait. I don't even think. We got some new T-shirts, buddy. I'm gonna have you a new T-shirt made. We got a new one with a new design. I'm so excited about it. See, we sent Jason a drop ship T-shirt. Didn't come out as we had hoped. So, my man. So we're gonna update you. He didn't even complain. He was like, "Yeah, I love it. Wore it at the gym yesterday. Wore it again." I'm like, "No, man, that's not up to our standard. We are better than that, huh, John?" Maybe I'm better than that. John's better than that too. Yeah, he is for sure. Let's see. Boom. Check this out. Oh, look at that. Oh, the new design. I'll have the female designs done very soon. But John, check that shirt out, buddy. What do you think about that, man? Not bad, huh? Jason, you like? Who out there like? Tell me, what do you guys think? You guys think it's pretty nice, huh?
Why don't I get one of those, Chris?
Oh yeah, don't worry, buddy. We're gonna get you one of these, John. We're gonna get you one of those. But also, we're gonna get one of those for the winner of today's contest. Of today's More Than a Pitch contest, and we're having some fun with this, y'all. We had a lot of registrants last week. We're gonna get this thing rolling in 2 minutes, y'all. I've got some great things. We're gonna be giving away one of Rod's books today. Are you up for the challenge? I've got some super awesome value adds too, some member benefit, member discount, member opportunities, and also a little secret of my own that I'm gonna share with everybody that I did not post this week, and I'm not sharing, but it's incredibly high value opportunity too. So looking forward to it. You Joe, nice, Jason. You just finished the book. Yeah, that's fantastic, dude. It is. Most of our programs are based on that book, so it is really the foundation of almost everything we do here. Are you up for the challenge? I know John's read it, right, my man?
Yes, sir. Yeah, I had to get my lighting right here, man. I'm down in Florida now, and it's just bright. I literally closed 10 windows just to.
You look good, buddy. The makeup session treated you right, evidently. This guy's got to makeup over there before he jumps on.
Look at, man, this is all the windows. I had to close all these windows.
Oh my gosh. All right, y'all, we're gonna start in 2 minutes. Actually, 1 minute. One more minute. We're gonna get started. We're gonna get this thing rolling. And we're gonna a lot to cover, but we're not gonna keep everybody on a long time today. Today's gonna be a 30-40 minute call, but there's gonna be a lot of value in this call. I promise you that. This is something that we've really excited to work on right now. This more than just a pitch webinar. What this is we started to think, all right, look, we've got these amazing mastery communities. We've got these amazing certification communities. And the people in our communities, unbelievable growth, ridiculous. We work with huge corporations directly with their executive teams. We work with their top sales leaders. We work with everybody, personal one-on-one coaching, right? What is always that one-on-one coaching end up turning into? It always ends up turning into one of our programs. Why? Because what our programs are, for all of you don't know, this guy right here, Rod Hairston, this guy basically was coaching people to become billionaires, right? Just coaching people to become successful, to be their best selves, to change their behaviors and their patterns. And basically what he started to do is realize that he wanted to have more impact. He wanted to be able to coach more people. And so what he did is he put his programs into a notebook. Old school binder style notebook with like sleeves. Remember those 3-ring binders with you pull the thing at the end and those 3 things go, and you put your little loose leaf in there and then it go, right? So that's how this thing used to be. And then what happened is technology changed. So then he began building his teaching and his behavioral transformation teachings. Oh, let's see here. Okay, all right, everybody's in here. So he started putting these behavioral teachings into an automated program. And so basically allowing him to coach people from afar and then tune in with them once a week or so. And this is what our programs do. They are amazing. Have you all ever read a book before and go, oh my gosh, this is genius. I just read how the guy I want to be does, or the woman I want to be does all the things that I want to do. And then you go back and you're like, all right, yeah, but I can't do all that stuff, right? Like, how am I supposed to do all that? Well, that's because you're getting information, but you're not actually making any behavior change. And that's what our programs are all about. I love that everybody I guarantee you, how many people out there have taken training before? Sales training, mastery groups, right? Yeah, lots of hands up out there. You've read books, right? Why is there still a gap between where we are and where we want to be? One, because there is no there, right? So we're constantly growing and moving. But also the idea that iron sharpens iron. Coaching, training, having these conversations, awareness of this gap, and who are the people that are closing the gap? How are they doing it? And following those leads, right? And so one of the things before we get into this live coaching, which I've got Yusuf coming on today, but I don't see Yusuf, so we might have to ask for a volunteer from the audience to do a live pitch. This is going to be good. So what you get is you get the opportunity to practice amongst those who have trained the best. You get an opportunity to have conversations and thought processes and understand other people's perspectives and know that it's a person that's already achieved the goals that you want. I'm gonna tell you a quick story. So I was in, real quick before we get rolling, I was in Utah last week. And for those of you who don't know Utah's got some amazing parks, unreal. And I went to 3 of them. I did, let's see here. I did Capitol Reef, Zion, and Bryce Canyon. And what you see right in front of you is, this is my boy here, Anthony. This is my buddy, Anthony Atala. This dude's a machine. This dude was my accountability partner through this hike. As you can see, we did Angel's Landing. Angel's Landing is about 3,500, 3,300 feet up, and then actually about 5 miles total out and back. Now, if you can see that, that rail there, or that hike, yeah, this is what people are hiking up the side of, right? Now, let me show you a little bit closer. Now, mind you, I'm scared of heights. Let that one sink in a little bit. This is the trail up the side of this cliff. Now, I want to tell you something. When I began climbing up the first part of this mountain, yeah, cool, it's all big, I'm going to do it, I'm great, let's rock it. When I got to about here, I said, nah, I'm good. I'm totally good. This is good enough for me. Has anybody out there going, no, life is good. Like I saw the top of the mountain and I climbed up and now I'm here in this part and it's good. I'm good settling here, right? We've all done that before, but then there's still that gap. Sometimes we say I'm good to settle here. Why? Why did I say I'm good to here? Not because I didn't want to be at the top of that mountain, because I didn't believe I could do it. I didn't have the thing in me, right? And so my boy held me accountable. My buddy held me accountable and helped me get to the top of this. Now you'll see here, like, this is that, look at that cliff, huh? Look at this. You can see the fear in my eyes. Yeah, I know, it's there. But look at this view. Look at that. Now, what I learned through this process was, listen, sometimes you're not prepared with all the things that you need to get through the journey. Sometimes the journey is what prepares you for the next journey, the next route, right? And so these programs are what teach you to have that desire to continue to go, to understand your emotions and push through them. And a lot of what we do is about psychology, and that's a real, a great thing. Psychology is something that you can know, but if you don't apply it, it's still useless, right? It's like, no, I don't subscribe to the law of gravity. Well, it doesn't matter whether you like it or not, it still works on a daily basis. So yeah, that's a little something I wanted to share with y'all. And I got some tips here at the very end on how to take some of those next risks, how to take some of those next steps, and also a couple of little member benefits, some discounts and some opportunities for y'all that I'm gonna share with you at the end of this call. So let's go ahead and get rolling. Now, John, my man, are you ready, dude? Are you ready? The truth was worse. Now, and I talked a little bit about fear. Why? Because sometimes it can be a little uncomfortable to get in front of your peers, can't it, John?
Well, the thing is, which was great, Chris, and you touched on so many things. I think that conditioning in its rawest form, right? It's like that mental process that we have to go through, right? And I've been an athlete all my life, and a lot of people can relate with sports in a way where you have to consistently do something, right? You have to consistently work on and practice that. Why does Michael Jordan, the Kobe Bryant have the ability to shoot the shot? They've shot it a million times, let alone in their mind, but also in reality, right? And so some of this is part of that pitch aspect that you only get better the more that you do it, right? And so at the beginning of the year, we all have these New Year's resolutions, especially in the United States. It's one of those stereotypical, I'm going to get in shape, I'm going to lose weight, I'm going to eat better. And you may start a week or 2 weeks in doing it, right? Maybe even 3, maybe you get to a full month. But everybody falls off. And so the consistency of what we do is that keeping you accountable, right? This is something keeping you accountable. Jason, he pitched the first week. He's like, I'm ready to do it again, right? If I need to, because he knows that he took constructive criticism. He didn't crawl back into a hole. He didn't go into this, what we call deception. He was like, okay, I'm going to work on this into this transformation, which is where we help you in this cycle of performance, right? And this cycle of growth. And he worked on those skills. And so that's what we each have to do. When you talk about that comfort zone, right? You got to get comfortable being a little uncomfortable.
I love that, John. And listen, one thing is, I learned from watching my buddy Anthony climb up the mountain before me. I watched him. I was able to build references seeing somebody else do it, right? It wasn't as easy if I was doing it on my own, right? Because I didn't have somebody to follow. So yeah. What's another thing is would I have pushed myself if there wouldn't have been somebody else to be accountable? Maybe not, right? I could justify on my own. So this putting yourself in those uncomfortable situations prepares you for the next opportunity.
No,
right?
big Roger Bannister, Man on the Moon, right? Until somebody did it, nobody knew it could be done. And then you go, oh, now everybody runs a 4-minute mile now if you're in the Olympics. But it had never been done because the human heart was going to blow up and because everyone was scared to do it, right? But now we realize like, I got to go in there. You can't put the toe in the water. You can't dip a foot in. You got to just go ahead and cannonball in like you were a kid again.
All right. So who is ready to cannonball into this conversation and have a chance? So for all y'all who don't know, what did Jason do last week? Jason jumped up, volunteered. He pitched his own new business. So Jason is in optics, right? Jason's he's got a sales job, killing it, crushing it. He started his second job with his wife, his passion project on Etsy, Astro Soul. And he got to pitch his business, and then we shared it on the NASP website. Who out there right now wants an opportunity to just give us a 3 to 5 minute pitch? Just pitch your business as if John and I are our prospects. We just casually came in a conversation. All of a sudden you realize, hey, these are the guys I'm looking to have conversations with. Who would like to pitch their business and then get some live feedback and coaching from us on our perspective, on maybe some of the psychology, on maybe some of the things that you might be able to do better, or some of the things that you were just actually awesome at? Who wants the opportunity? All right, y'all, come on. We're going to give one person a chance today. Who wants a chance to do it? Come on, y'all. Oh, come on. Come on. I know you out there. Free t-shirt, man. You're going to get it. The new did you all not see the new t-shirt? Oh, let me show you the new t-shirt. Maybe that's what's the problem.
Chris, we got a hand raised there.
Oh, we got a hand.
There was a hand raised. I saw
Oh, who we got? Look at this new t-shirt. Who wants a new t-shirt? And Rod's book, Are You Up for the Challenge? Huh? Who wants it? I know y'all want it. I got female versions of those shirts too. Oh, Satish. All right, Satish, we are coming to you, my friend. All right, we're gonna go boom. Satish, how are you?
Hey, Chris. I'm good. How are you?
Doing awesome. Proud of you for taking the risk, man. Thanks for making this fun for us.
Always pleasure to hear to you both.
So where
Hi, John.
are you tuning in from, Satish?
I'm tuning from India.
Man, all right. So Satish, what industry are you in right now? Tell us about your sales career right now.
Sure. So I'm into market research industry. So I've been into different industries, and consistently from 5 years, I'm with market research. I was earlier doing outbound, and I'm now currently doing inbound inside sales. Yeah. So yeah. So I've been a part of the US sales team. Now I head APAC. So it's quite a privilege to be part of NASP, learn new things, adopt to things, daily tips that I'm really learning a lot. Thank you so much. Yeah.
Absolutely. Well, hey, we're proud to have you a part of the community, and it sounds like you're already telling a beautiful story about your growth, and I love that. And I can hear the progress in going from outside sales, right, to go out there and dialing for dollars. Then all of a sudden, hey, wait, they're coming to me now, right? That definitely speaks very highly about your growth in the industry. So congratulations.
Thank you so much.
So what does a
Yeah.
typical inbound call look like for you? So who ends up on your phone on a regular basis, Steve?
So basically, there's a lot of data coming in when it's inbound, right? So it's about you qualify, you kind of ask right set of questions in terms of understanding whether he's a real other prospect or the one whom I need to really hold on to. So that's the kind of more of inbound sales, and specifically what I'm doing is more of a qualifying, understanding whether or not a client he is the client that I'm looking for, or a prospect I'll need to hold on to. Yeah.
Awesome. So Satish, all right, let's say this. How does it sound for an ideal situation? John and I end up on your call. John's one of my business development guys. He says, you know what, hey, I got some outbound messaging from this group. I think it's something that we should look into. He hits me up, we jump on the horn. and all of a sudden we end up on your line.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. And how do you take us from, hey, we're here to figure out what's going on and what you all have to offer and how you can offer us some value, to, hey, we're really interested in seeing what the next steps of working with you all are.
Absolutely, absolutely. So let me pull out a topic, maybe around uh, aircraft market.
Ooh,
Yeah,
okay. You're in
yeah.
the market for an aircraft?
Yes, I mean, we work across 16 different domains.
Okay.
So, see, the concept of market research is all the major segmentation is all same. I mean, all the segmentation is same, just the major segmentation of one or two segmentation will be different for each specific market. So, yeah, so let's get on then.
All right.
Get
So,
let's
hey,
get
how
started.
you doing? I'm
Yeah,
here. What's going on?
yeah, I'm doing well. Thank you. Thank you so much. How are you today, Chris and John?
We're doing fantastic.
Thank you.
John, thanks
Thank
for,
you so much.
what's up,
It's
John?
it's it's pleasure talking to pleasure joining on this call.
Pleasure to be here, Satish. So
Wonderful.
tell me about your firm.
Absolutely. So motor intelligence, we kind of provide you very focused and customized reports, which is most beneficial for organizations like you, because where you always look at reports or intelligence which is already available in the market, and you pick up the reports and see where how you align your business through that. But here we were talking about understanding your requirements. Based on that, we kind of tweak that reports and kind of give it to you so that you can design the roadmap through those intelligence, which is very specific. So can I understand what kind of strategy, or what kind of next? I believe that this is kind of a request that came in, is for your next year plan, if I'm not wrong. Could you give me some understanding about your requirement or the plan so that I can assist you accordingly?
Well, Satish, we already work with a market research firm right now, um,
Hmm.
and it seems to take up a lot of my time, and I'm
Hmm.
not seeing the value that I really believe we should be getting from this investment. What
Hmm.
makes you think that I'd be able to have a different experience with your firm?
Oh, yes, absolutely. I think I've just raised a point there that, I'm sure you would have engaged with a lot of market research firms where you have ready reports that you pick up and use that. And here we're talking about the latest and ongoing tracking, or ongoing market insights that we generally provide through the stakeholders that we have. So that is how you stay up to date. We don't just give you the report which is off the shelf. We give you, pick up the report, include the latest qualitative insights till date, which obviously would help you to track the COVID-19 related insights as well, which way I think you are staying up to the pace, up to the race within the business, among your competitors. I think you should look at it, some kind of reports like this.
Makes sense, Satish. And listen, with you mentioned COVID as well. So, with a lot of our layoffs and cuts,
Mhm.
this seems to be, it might be an investment, or it costs us actually more money. What kind of ROI could we expect to see from some type of relationship like this?
I would say when I mean, situations like this needs more specific and validated insights. I think which in fact brings you more ROI, because if you're not understanding where the business, how it's gonna impact, and I think if you're not getting it right way, right set of from the right set of stream, I think it's gonna kind of impact your ROIC. So I would say I can share the detailed methodology and the process that we follow to ensure the qualitative information. So I would say it is an absolute and ROI that you would get out of our reports.
Satish, way to flex, way to answer some questions, way to have fun, buddy. Yeah. Great job.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Thank you.
It can
Yeah.
be sometimes almost difficult to have a conversation with people who aren't actually in your buying process, and to be able to speak the language, which you probably be able to speak normally, but you did a great job answering general questions.
Thank you.
You're welcome. One thing I'd like to point out
Mhm.
is I find that questions are one of the most powerful tools in selling. I find that some of
Mhm.
my best sales calls have been when I've done very little talking,
Mhm.
but asked more questions. And so you probably would have stumped me because I didn't have a lot of detail behind it. But when I did mention that I had not been experiencing the value out of working with the market research in the past, I would have asked me to dive into that more and tell me what makes you, what are you looking for to experience more value? Where do you think that they're missing the mark? Maybe identify that gap, because it looks like I was looking to go from one place to work with another group. So if
Mhm.
that's the case, what would a win be for me? What would a successful relationship with a market research firm look like for me? And then that will allow you to kind of couture your responses, because you probably could have said a million different things that make you different, right? But that would allow you
Agree.
to couture your response to my specific needs. Does that make sense?
Absolutely, absolutely, and I agree with that. Thank you so much. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Chris, I
Joe.
think you make a great point there. I think as salespeople, as sales professionals, we often want to always, show all the benefits. We verbally vomit on people, right? And so I've been known to do that, yet I've been very successful because I have an enthusiasm. So one of the things to teach is that um, ignorance on sometimes a great thing. Right? You love your company, you believe in the product, the people, everything that's going on. But like Chris said, I love to dig deeper. Asking the questions and really finding out the pain points. Right? Chris had a pain point of, we hadn't really got the results. Okay, why? What could we have done different? Where are your challenges? What does that look like? And then showing the benefits of how that can help. So I love it because I think at the end there you took a breath and it's like, oh, okay, I got that done. What time it becomes easier. And that's the fun part about it is that just till it flows.
Absolutely.
Right.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
And
Thank-
Satish, you did do a great job of speaking to the points, right? Speaking to the buttons. And sometimes that can be the thing that we don't want to do, right? Like we can often tap into autopilot and we kind of come across as a marketing email almost, right? Oh, well, they're just saying all the same things that everybody says because those are the things that everybody lists on the website. Those are the questions that everybody has. And sometimes that can really have us come across as just a recording almost and not stand out. And so asking questions, finding a way to develop some rapport, breaking a pattern, right? If I just ended up on your phone call,
Yeah.
one of the first things that I love to do when I get on a phone call, one of the first things is ask a question that is not off the board too far, right? But something that kind of breaks up the monotony a little bit. Because if they're anything like me, I've been on 10 calls already and over. I'm jumping on, all right, what are we here for? What's going on? And I'm kind of in emotion. But if someone can get me to go, oh yeah, all right, yeah, we're human again. I forgot about that. Hey, how are you? Good to connect with you, especially now that there's only these two-dimensional people everywhere on our
Yeah.
Zoom lines. It really allows me to break into a rapport, look for an opportunity to connect with somebody, as opposed to just tap into my same buying process or my same yes, no process. Does that make sense, Satish?
Very much. Very much. And I would admit to the fact that I went on to becoming nervous after, I think, more than it's been, I don't know. I don't remember when I was last nervous, but yeah, it's good to attempt, and I'm very much
Yeah,
glad and happy for doing this. And thank you so much for all the inputs, and it really means a lot. I would apply this. Thank you.
absolutely, Satish. Now, listen, the other great thing is this is an awkward, weird conversation, right? This is not a typical day or conversation. You're in front of your peers. How that's when those golden opportunities come. Have you ever been like in a coffee shop or in an elevator, or somehow somebody ended up on your phone that's not your typical person, and you're like, you just weren't ready for it. And you're like, no, it was there and I had it and I just wasn't ready for it, right? Well, that's because you got to practice these opportunities of putting yourself in uncomfortable places and then still functioning at a high level. This is what Navy SEALs do, right? They throw people in sub-zero water so that they get so cold, and then they put them, and then they train them to say, all right, now find a compass direction and lead yourself out of this forest. That's because when they do it in real life, it becomes something that they just do and they're good at. They've built the references already. So great job, Satish. I'm going to get you a
awesome job. Yeah. Chris, you hit the nail on the head with a couple of things there too, which is great. In the conditioning aspect of it, this is why we are the best in the world at what we do with the training programs. Obviously, some of the people on the call have gone through our program, some haven't. But one of the great things, you'll see is like Jason. He's been through our program now, working on that, read the book. And so we get you in that uncomfort zone, right? We're going to get you there so that it becomes comfortable, but then we're going to work on that, right? We're going to work on all those phases, those communication styles, the ability to understand the conversation. So when you do ask the questions, maybe and Chris knows what I'm talking about, maybe they're an I, right? And it's internally motivated, internally focused. And I won't give it all away, but it's something that we teach. And that's something that maybe they want quick answers. How is it going to make me money? What's it going to do for me? How good is it going to make me look? But you'll be able to differentiate those types of customer archetypes that we go through. You'll be able to go through those communication styles to see Chris just went on a trip. He's into nature. He's into hiking. Okay, let's talk about that. I took a trip. I climbed Mount Everest one time. Boom, you're going to relate on a different avenue. And that's one of the beautiful things. I was asked to be in a call with one of our salespeople, and she said, this guy's really tough. I'm not really able to get through him. Stereotypically, I got on the phone. He had a hard Texas accent, and him and I started talking about guns. Random, but it worked. And it was like, we just started, that was something that we started talking about it. And she got off the call. This guy was raving, wanted to bring his team in. She said, how did you do that? I go, I don't know. We just started talking, and somehow I caught a vibe, and something came up in Texas, and it just rolled. And so sometimes that's the fun part about it, is that, depending on, and you'll be able to differentiate that. And that's the tools that we provide, a lot of the certification, a lot of our programs, a lot of the material that we have, even this, it's just getting you that repetition so that it becomes a new identity.
Exactly. And it also, you find as you go through sales, or you go through your career, you go through life, that sometimes these people that you have a connection with or take the time to have some rapport with, maybe it doesn't end up a client today, or maybe it ends up a client down the road. Maybe it ends up a referral. Maybe it ends up a resource for some other direction, or maybe you just learned, or maybe you just had fun as opposed to not having fun during that half hour. Point being is that if you make a habit and practice of this and make it your standard, then think of how many more deals fall into your lap. Think of how many more opportunities end up closing for you than didn't before. Now, how do you make it a standard? Is it easy? No, we say that and everybody's like, yeah, of course, real easy. How do we do it? That's what the conditioning programs are for. That's what mastery is for. The certification programs teach you the tools and give you the accountability in order to make those first changes and implement them. And then the mastery programs give you an opportunity to master the next level of growth over those patterns and habits. And it creates a upward spiral of growth. So great job stepping up. You really, Satish, you really stepped it up there. I appreciate you. All right, so for all of y'all who did not get on the podcast, Justin Michael, if you didn't get the newsletter, check out the newsletter that just came out yesterday. Justin Michael put some amazing stuff out there, and he put a free offer for our NASP members. He'll waive his fee. He's got a program that he only charges $2 for, but he's just going to waive that for all of our NASP members. So check that out. It is a free program, show you how to implement some new strategies in your email sequences and your workflows, but also how to leverage the psychology in your copywriting. Awesome stuff. For anybody out there, we're rolling into the holiday season. A lot of times people in sales we're going on a little bit of vacation during December, right? Why? Because nobody's buying. It's But what we've got to do now is we've got to start figuring out ways that we can go. I was on vacation all last week. I was in Zion. Whoa, what's going on there? I was in Zion. I was in Capitol Reef, but I was still getting work done. Work was still getting done while I was at hike on trails. Why is that? I'm learning to outsource. I'm learning to tap into these other resources. We've got a great opportunity to come up. And also what I'm doing is I'm setting up relationships and opportunities to have conversations in first quarter when people are ready. One of the things that I am doing is I am sharing with people this awesome little gift right here. For all of you who don't know, Nunbelievable is an awesome NASP partner, giving 15% off discount for NASP members using the code NASP15. One cookie, I got them all downstairs. I should have brought them up so I could eat one right in front of y'all. But every time you eat a cookie, a meal goes to a nonprofit and someone in need of food. This is a great organization that partner with us and will give us a great discount. Send some cookies to some of those top prospects, right? When they're nibbled on a cookie over the holidays, they're going to go, oh yeah, I got to talk to Robert, or oh yeah, Paul, oh yeah, you know, David's going to hit me up in the new year, right? These are great ways to stay on the top of people's minds by staying on the inside of their bellies, y'all. One more thing, Internet Marketing Party. For all of you who don't know, Internet Marketing Party is an awesome event for internet marketers, but they're having a great event tonight. Check it out, internetmarketingparty.com, and they actually are having a big event on outsourcing. For all of you who's out there in sales, we always realize our biggest enemy is time, right? If I just had more time, I'd be doing this. If I had a little bit more time, I would do that, right? Well, you can outsource this. There are things on your to-do list that you shouldn't be doing. Find a way to outsource them so you can spend more time doing what you need to be doing, which is being face-to-face with your prospects, investing in those relationships that will continue to pay you down the road and to get new clients in. That's where your investment should be. So check that out, Internet Marketing Party. It's a free event, virtual event. It's been going on for years. You definitely need to check that out. You'll highly valuable. Last thing before we turn this over, stay tuned for a virtual event coming from NASP. We're having a 2021 sales team kickoff event that it's going to knock your socks off, and we're going to have some top
New Year kickoff, Chris. New Year kickoff.
New Year kickoff. I know, brother. I know.
I just want to put it out there. I know we got some raving fans of NASP on here, and we're working on some ambassadors, and we're going to be actually announcing that group of ambassadors come 2021. So if there's an interest for you, feel free to reach out to Chris or myself, anyone at the association, and we're going to look at some of that stuff. We're worldwide, and one of the great things is we want to really get this information to everybody that we can. There's people all over that don't know that there's something out there like this. They don't understand that they can learn. There's techniques, there's skills, but also there's a pattern of belief. And some of the stuff that we do is this. I'll revert back to that New Year's resolution of getting in shape and eating better and working out, right? You got to have that accountability. That's the one thing that we've done that really differentiates everything else is that behavioral condition, right? Having Chris there, having me there, having Rick, having one of our people every day, just checking in with you, making sure that you're doing just a little stuff that Satish did, that Jason did the first week, to step out, feel good, and start working on that process, right? Because we all know the definition of insanity is doing the same thing over and over, expecting a different result.
And why are we here? Because we've made a conscious effort as an organization to grow this thing, to take it worldwide. We're like, no, we've got awesome people out there. We need to go serve the community. Y'all didn't hear Bill Gates said the number one skill people will need in the next decade, next 2 decades is sales, right? Influence skills is where it's at right now. So this is why we're doubling down. We're stepping away from our corporate clients. We're finding more ways to scale, and we're really doubling down on the community. So any way we can support y'all, reach out. If y'all want to get involved in an ambassadorship, definitely hit us up. News coming on the events, get on the newsletter, get on the podcast, subscribe, all that good stuff. And trust me, we're going to have these webinars. We'll soon have a webinar page where all of our webinars will be uploaded for the end of the year. And then we'll have another one where all the previously recorded webinars will be posted as well. So all this data is going to be back available.
And if you guys think this is valuable to friends, family, anybody, colleagues, neighbors, somebody you don't, just send them over the link. You guys know the benefit that you get. You know the value that we do this because we want to reach you, right? Each one of you has a personal representative. If you don't know, they probably emailed you, they called you. But if not, hey, call us, email us, and we'll find out. We'll make sure that they can serve and support you at the highest level.
Give us some feedback too, y'all. I mean, like we're ready to do the whole the song and dance, whatever I'm just joking, just having fun with the filters. But no, really, we'd love to hear your feedback. What do you need?
Good. You do that again, Chris?
What do you need? What do you want? What can we do better of? What can we do less of? What can we do more of? Give us feedback so that we can help serve y'all better. That's it, y'all. We're going to give you back some time in your day. Thank you for being here. Listen, everybody who was on and had an opportunity to click on and say, I'd love to pitch my biz, but didn't have the courage to do it, send me an email and jump on next month. We're going to do this one more time next month, but we're really going to get a big crew together. So thank you, everybody. Jason, Satish, great job. Satish, you are the sales professional for November, my friend. Congratulations. T-shirt coming. Boom.
Love it. Love it.
You're welcome.
Hey guys, take care. We'll see y'all soon.
Peace.